Welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV, where last time Doma has been freed. But at what cost? I felt it was gonna happen because a lot of warning flags were raised with Gosetsu. By Kane. But still it still hurts. Because again, he was such a good character. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Again, maybe. Again, even they planted some semblance of seeds of hope saying that maybe there is a chance he might have been, like, washed down the river. Maybe he might have survived. Maybe. There's a chance. Although, if I think of it like that, there might also be a chance that frickin' what was her name? I'm horrible with names. It was... Yotsuyu. There's a chance that she might have survived as well, and I hope not. Yeah, I know. But even though Doma is free, that doesn't mean that it's over. There could still be... Oh, goodness. There's still Alamigo, and there's still the possibility of retribution from the Empire. So while Doma is free, I still don't think it's safe yet. You know what I mean? But for now, it looks like we're going to put Doma aside, and we're going to be focusing on Alamigo. So let's get back into it. I've already talked with everyone. I did remember that's one of the things I did last time, except for Alphino. Are you quite certain you would not prefer to stay a while longer? There are sure to be festivities, at which you would be the guest of honor, like as not. There's still more work to do. Very well. There are other ways in which we might celebrate. By rejoining the fight for freedom in Girabanya, for one. Short though our time here has been, we have all come to regard this land and her people as our own, I think. We have done that which we came here to do. Word of Doma's liberation will soon spread throughout the Empire, and we must seize the opportunity to rekindle the fires of liberation in the West. We dare not allow the Imperials a moment's respite, lest they march on Doma again. For the sake of all concerned, we should leave immediately. Did I hear you right? Are you leaving? I'm afraid so. We've got our own battle to fight. What about you? Will you be heading back to the steppe? Yes, the war is ended, and there is no cause to remain. The Ornir and Dotharl have already withdrawn. I will follow them anon. But I wish to bid you farewell first. The Blue too must return to their homes, but we will be back. Doma has needs of merchants and builders, and we are eager to offer our services. And just like that, our grand fellowship is broken, without ceremony or pomp? You steal off into the dark? Tanzu? No matter. We have plenty to be getting on with, places to be, people to rob, and so on. And the captain never was one for mingling. I'm a pirate,
Give me a song at the tavern, and I'll be happy. Hobnobbing with Lord Ian? Nay.
No taste for the finer things.
In any event, we need not part ways here. If you're for Kugane, we would be happy to take you. Our waters have always been fruitful.
I wish you well on your journey, my friends. May you ever walk in crimson. Thank you, Serena, for everything.
May the kami speed you on your way. Until we meet again. Thanks, Sorbin.
We journeyed here from the opposite side of the world, but until now I didn't seem half as far. I think that means our work here is done. I'm glad we could be a part of it, that we could see with our own eyes that things can change if people have the courage to stand up and fight. We've said our goodbyes, though it be with heavy hearts. Let us board the boat and begin our long journey home. Didn't even think to tell Lord Hien you were leaving? Well, I'm sure you had your reasons.
That's true, we didn't say bye to Lord Hien. Naught remains undone. You're ready to depart. We're ready. To Kugane, then.
In a way, this too feels like a homecoming. How long has it been since Carvalane brought us here? Just as colorful as I remember. I can still hear his voice. My ears haven't stopped ringing since he first barged his way into the rising stone. A veritable force of nature.
It's a rare thing for us to sail into Kugane like common traders. I don't rightly recall the last time, but it will have been years. Have everything? Good. We need weigh anchor before the Sekisugemi arrive. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for what you did. Give my regards to the Uldan. I know, Alphino.
When we would like to return to the Ruby Bazaar post-haste. I informed Tataru of our coming. She and Hancock should be waiting for us in the Ruby Bazaar. Then it is here we part ways. Best of luck to you and yours in your piratical endeavors, I suppose. Piratical endeavors, indeed.
Okay, good.
Greetings, honored sir. Will we be entering? Yes. Oh, there we go. Welcome back, everyone, and congratulations on a job well done. It is a pleasure as ever to see you smiling face, Tataru. Less so yours, Hancock, though Rasho and I are sincerely grateful for your assistance. The pleasure was all mine, Master Alphino, I assure you. Anyway, you'll be glad to hear that I have already chartered passage for you back to Limbs of Luminsa. The ship is to leave port this very day, but the captain has agreed to wait until the 4 of you have boarded. The 4 of us? You mean to stay in Kugane? Yes, I gave it some thought and I realized that even with Doma free, there's still a need for a woman in the middle, maybe even more than before, considering all the friends and alliances you made. As I told her many times before, I would be more than willing to assist you. And as I told you many times before, I am not about to let you worm your way into our affairs and exploit our connections for your personal gain. Must you always presume the worst? So there you have it. I will remain here for now. You needn't worry. I'm a regular at the hostelry and a half-dozen other local institutions. Everyone loves me. So go. Go! Don't let me keep you. Buy your supplies and souvenirs while you still can. When you're finished, make haste to the docks. Pier number 2, to be precise. I'll be waiting for you there. I cannot deny that the thought of leaving her alone worries me, but she has proven time and time again that she is far more clever than she appears. Besides, I do not think I could persuade her to change her mind. Maybe I should take her advice and purchase a souvenir or two before leaving. Personally, I would have preferred to host you for a few days, but Tataru is adamant that you return on the first available ship. One could almost suspect she is eager to be rid of you. Idle musings, not more. Purely hypothetical, most assuredly incorrect. She wants only the best for her dear friends, and is surely not motivated by hidden desires to go gallivanting about with her Hingan paramours? Hingan paramours? Ah, okay. That's what I mean. Okay. No. First to arrive as always. Hopefully the others will not be far behind.
Yeah, I don't do souvenir shopping. Wish I still had my umbrella, but okay.
Ah, there you are. All packed and ready to go?
To the best of my knowledge, yes. Apologies for the wait. The task of tying up loose ends invariably takes longer than one allows. Happily, however, all now seems to be in order.
Then there's nothing left to do but to board the ship. Do try and enjoy the journey, won't you? It may be your last chance to rest for a while.
That would depend on the good captain's choice of route.
As ever, Tataru, I pray you take all due precautions while making your inquiries. Better to avoid the local authorities altogether than risk a repeat of our Ishgardian episode.
And what sordid episode is this, pray tell?
Naught to speak of, I assure you.
You there! Hold that ship!
What are you two doing here? Shouldn't you be in Doma?
Shouldn't you? You left with nary a word. We half wondered if I had done something to offend.
Aww.
Upon learning that you had departed for Kugane, we immediately resolved to give chase. Our comrades can manage affairs in our absence, and it seemed the least we could do.
You mean you came all this way just to say goodbye?
That too, aye. But there was something else I felt I had to say. You helped us win our freedom, and for that I cannot thank you enough. Accordingly, after we have established an interim government and so forth, I think it only meet that we repay the favor by dispatching our own forces to Eorzea. If you would have us.
Are you sure?
We harbored no expectations of such generous aid, and as there is no telling when the Empire might strike back at you, would it not be wiser to concentrate your resources on the defense of Doma?
Right.
I had a mind to pursue a more aggressive defense, to which we will send forth shinobi to provinces far and wide to spread word of our victory, that we might inspire others to take up arms as we did. Even the Empire has its limits. If the Garleans cannot be certain where and when the next rebellion will take place, how can they commit another force to Doma? And besides, so long as this debt remains unpaid, how am I to face myself and Gorsetzer?
As you wish. I will relay your offer to the Eorzean Alliance.
All of Doma is counting on you to finish what we have started. You have it in you, Lise. To seize the future you want. Never forget.
I won't, Hien. Not your words or anything else. Everything that led us here, that will drive us forward, I'll carry it with me always. And that's a promise.
I will hold you to that. Go with them to Eorzea. Tell their people of our triumph and of our pledge to stand with them.
By your leave, I shall pave the way for our new alliance.
Hurry up, you lot! The ship's about to weigh anchor!
It seems our time is at an end. Go well, my friends, and may we meet again beneath a western sky.
So long, Ian. Hopefully we meet again soon.
Meanwhile, in the royal palace of Alamigo. Oh boy. Yep.
I always knew that woman was unfit for command.
Aye, when you think of all the resources we've poured into that hole, and for what?
I think he's gonna kill y'all.
The beast yet lives. Mayhap it is time I sharpen my claws. I wonder, will you walk into my parlor once more?
For Dolorem Lupus, come at the command of the Lord Viceroy to present the prisoner taken by the Cranie Lupi.
No! God! No!
Xenosier Galvus, I presume.
No!
It's true what they say. You do have the eyes of a monster. A ravenous, insatiable fiend.
Yes, my lord.
My lord, this is...
A reward given in recognition of your service. I trust you will prove more capable than its former owner.
I swear, I'll not disappoint you, my lord.
Good. Now, silence that mewling little piglet. I will not hear another sound pass her lips until I strip the fat from her.
It's okay. This has happened before. This is fine. They won't do anything drastic until they get the information they want. Plus, I'm fairly certain Kryl has a similar sort of power that we have. Just like Minfilia did. If they know that, they might also keep her around longer. So that maybe we'll be able to rescue her like we did with Minfilia and the rest. So while this is still very not good, I'ma be optimistic They took Gosetsu from us. I don't think they'll do anything bad to Cryle. Feels like a lifetime ago that we left for Kugane, doesn't it? Compared to Kugane's vivid colors, Limbs of the Minsa seems a bit lacking. Still beautiful in its own way, but not as much as before. We should inform the Admiral of our arrival, and brief her on that which took place in Doma before leaving the city. Back in Eorzea at last, ready to pick up where we last left off and finish the fight? We're not who we were when we left. We're stronger and wiser. I mean, I might be by a level or two. So let's do it. Let's get back to Alamigo and defeat Xenos once and for all. Catch me if you can. What's that one? Complete the main scenario. Okay. I want to get a title. Okay. Oh, I got the Step Warrior as well. You know what? Sure, I'll go with that. Shantabeta the Returned. Ooh. A ring. Home is where the heart is, and Alphino is in Eorzea. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Alright. Okay. Here we are. Home at last. I must say the journey passed more quickly than I had expected. That would be due to the absence of otherworldly interference, I expect. I should be glad if we did not speak of that unpleasantness again. But in spite of all that and more, we returned better for the experience, and more importantly, triumphant. Indeed, and with Doma freed of imperial oppression, it is only right that we turn our thoughts to the plight of Alamigo. Well, I'm all for that, obviously, but I think we should go and see the refugees at Revenant's Toll before doing anything else. They'll be thrilled to hear what we've accomplished, and it'd sound best coming from you. Thank you. I shall do as you suggest. I see I'm not too late. Admiral? Admiral, what are you doing here? The East Aldenad Trading Company informed me of your impending arrival. I have tidings I thought best to share with you in person. From Girabanya? Aye. The Alliance still holds the wall, despite several Imperial counterattacks, but we have been unable to press further into occupied territory. Commander Kemp and his men, meanwhile, have made great strides towards rebuilding their depleted ranks. They have even taken it upon themselves to attempt some few operations, with mixed results, I am sorry to say. 'Twas a complication arising from one such venture which moved me to seek you out. During a mission to transport wounded resistance fighters to the Rising Stones, Cryle Balderson was taken prisoner. Cryle? Do they know where she's being held? They do not, but your comrades were informed at once, and I am told Thancred is in Girabanya looking for her as we speak. How could this have happened? We must seek out Thancred without delay. Nay, Cryle taught me better than that. It would be unwise to act without first acquiring a full understanding of the situation. Thank you for informing us. Tired though we may be, we must make haste to Castrum Oriens. Pray excuse us, Admiral. Lady Ugiri. To the Castrum. I do want to do something real quick, since I am at a decent opportunity of doing so.
should then, if we got like a flight path to Ishgard, hopefully be getting one to fireworks. Getting one to Doma and Alamigo, hopefully. Oh. Pretty. I should have quite a few more points, so I want to see if I can get any other kind of either mount or pet. Like I said, it's been a while. And we just freed Doma. I mean, come on now. We must have got a point for that at least, right? I have 7. Oh yeah, there are bardings as well. Alright, I want... Ooh, and there's music. I have already gotten all the music then. Good. Okay, I have the Deathclaw. I don't have the Wild Rose barding. I don't really care about barding right now. Looks like it's just minions I can get. Oh, that's not true. I don't know what I want. Maybe I'll just hold on to it then. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll just hold on to the points I have. I thought there was like one more like mount that I could get, but I guess not. Alright. Oh well. While you were away. Dankrid? There you are. You have heard the news? Broad strokes from Admiral Bluffishwin. What happened? Kral and a squadron of resistance fighters were escorting Istola and several other wounded to the Rising Stones for further treatment when they were ambushed by Imperial forces. Arenvald and his men fought valiantly, but in the chaos. I will not make excuses. We failed to protect her. Do not be so hard on yourself. You protected Istola and the others, did you not? Tell us about the attack. It was the skulls. They knew a path across the wall we hadn't found. We thought we were safe once we reached the Black Shroud. We weren't expecting an ambush. During the fighting, I caught a glimpse of their leader's memories. It was all planned. An advantage of having a walker in the field. I'm not as strong in the echo as Shent is, of course. Half the time it's enough to knock me on my arse, like I've taken a dose of concentrated aether. So you walked in for Dola's memories. What did you see? A woman promised the world education, training, citizenship. All that and more if she but sold her soul. A traitor to her people, a pretender to her masters. It was Xenos himself that gave the order, told her to return with Krau Baldessian, alive. Our agents have been carefully monitoring Imperial communications since the attack, but have yet to intercept any transmissions making reference to Krau or her current whereabouts. She's bait. If their orders were to bring Krau back alive, we can save her if we move quickly enough. As you say, time is of the essence, which is why I intend to slip past enemy lines and see what information I can uncover on my own. In the meantime, it is up to you and our allies to command the Imperial's undivided attention. Lots of shouting and explosions and so forth. Keep them distracted, and I will find her. Very well. I wish I could do more to aid you, but I understand. Commander Kemp is on his way to the Castrum as we speak for a meeting with General Aldine. If you hurry, you could find him on the road. Discuss the situation beforehand.
I think Shet and I are going to go and see Conrad like he suggested. You all wait here. What can I say? Patience isn't one of my virtues. It's good to see you again, though I wish it were under better circumstances.
Well, well, isn't this a pleasant surprise? It fills my heart with joy to see you two hale and hearty.
Welcome home, Lise. Shent. I'm sure you heard about Krau by now. That's why we're here. I'm still not sure what to think about it, but we'll save her. We'll definitely save her somehow.
Aye, I've no doubt that you will. You look stronger for your time in the Far East, lass, and that's good news for Kryle.
I'd like to think so. But enough about me. How's everything with you and the Resistance?
Better than when you last saw us, no mistake. Arnvald's been a godsend. Him and Minago and all the other young bloods have achieved so much in such a short time. I've been blessed to receive the support of the Flames Alamigan Brigade, who've been instrumental in freeing our countrymen from labor camps throughout Girabania, as well as some political prisoners from the city proper, believe it or not. Together with the refugees returning from Ul'dah and elsewhere, we've had no shortage of able-bodied men and women eager to join the cause.
I knew you wouldn't stop fighting, even after what happened at the Reach.
Force of habit, I suppose. Though we've come a long way, we still have far to go. But we'll fight for every ilm. Sooner or later, we'll get to Alamico. Listen to me prattling on when we should be making haste to Castrum Oriens. There's no point you telling me everything now when you only have to say it all again for the Flame General's benefit.
You're right. I'll go on ahead and tell the others that you're not far off.
I want to see if I can get to this. remember now. Glad to have you with us again. Seems stronger than I remember. Hard though I find that to believe. One would almost think you'd spent the whole time fighting. Well done, by the way.
You have spoken with Thancred, then? Good. Take heart. If anyone can track her down, it's him. I believe I heard Commander Kemp's party approaching. If you are ready to address Father and the others, let us be about it.
Uraban and your allies have much to discuss. There you are. And there's Commander Kemp, I see. I know you're eager to speak of our next move, but we must first hear more of your last. Tell us of your deeds in Doma.
Pray, join me in welcoming our Scion allies, but recently returned from their mission to the Far East. We have been most eager to hear a first-hand account of your time there, eventful as we understand it was.
Very well. Allow me.
Thanks, Alize.
Such victories are rarely won without sacrifice, but the prize is worth the price. Doma, free after all these years.
Bloody hells. Flooding their own castle for a better chance at victory. We could learn a thing or two from that lad.
Our agents report a flurry of communications between Garlemald and Alamigo in recent days. 'Tis plain they are in the midst of deliberating their response to the Doman uprising.
Good. Every Imperial unit in occupied territory will be on the lookout for civil unrest. The fear of leaving critical locations undefended will make commanders think twice about committing their forces, giving us a chance to seize the initiative.
We have a chance, aye. Mayhap the last one we're ever going to get. While we've done our best to rebuild the resistance, the Imperials have only increased their efforts to root out sympathizers. If we keep on playing for smaller prizes, it's only a matter of time before they crush us again. And that we won't come back from.
A swift advance seems best for all concerned, not least poor Mistress Cryo.
Then let us waste no more time. The campaign for Alamigan liberation begins now. Our first objective will be to capture Castellum Valadina. Take the bridge, and the whole of the fringes will be ours. From there, we can push east towards the peaks. I name this operation Rulga's Beacon. For as Rulga once sent his star to guide our ancestors to these lands, so too shall it see us home.
Alright, let's do it. The success of this operation is paramount. So long as the Empire holds Castellum Valadina, the main host cannot advance. Xenos knows this, which is why he has ordered Fordola and her men to see to the bridge's defense. So we'll get to fight the skulls again.
Oh, sorry, these. So we'll get to fight the skulls again.
The Butcher is not to be underestimated. She's decisive, ruthless, and feared by foes and friends alike. But we have a plan to defeat her. First, we send an alliance force down the main road, signaling our intention to mount an all-out assault. The garrison will muster their forces and prepare for a protracted battle. However, they will soon find that we are ill-prepared for their counterattack. Our men will begin to break ranks and flee. I see. Show them your backs and give them a target too tempting not to pursue. Aye, Fordola is too aggressive not to press the advantage. She will order her men to give chase. We lure them as far as East End, where the commanders will rally their forces and attempt to hold their ground. If all goes to plan, we should be able to keep the greater part of their garrison occupied,
leaving us to tackle the bridge's remaining defenders. Very clever, I'm sure. But what are we going to do if the Imperials smell a rat and return before we've taken the place?
I don't need you to take Velodina, Commander Kemp. All I need is for you to fly your flag from its tower.
You mean to trick them into believing that the bridge has fallen?
Aye, we convince them Velodina is lost. Hit them hard with our reinforcements. Watch them go running for the hills. Then, when the dust is settled, we regroup at the Castellum. What say you?
It's a bold plan, but a good one. We'll do it. In that case, we shall support both the Resistance and the Alliance forces. Shent, Lys, Arenvald, I ask that you accompany Commander Kemp. Elzay and I will remain with the Flame General.
We'll return to Rogger's Reach and make our preparations. As soon as they are complete, we'll join you in the field. Godspeed. If it takes 100 battles like this to rescue Kral, then I'll fight in every one.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting for this. It's gonna be grand. Connor wasn't kidding when he said they'd made a lot of progress while we were away.
In case you haven't noticed, the flag flying above Velodina is bloody massive. It'd take a dozen men to change it, and far too long besides. There's no need for all that, right, Benago?
Now, so long as I have my griffin and satchel of glamour prisms now.
Ironvald, you're in charge of the runners between us and the Alliance. No link pearls. Lys, I want you to look in on the squadrons. Make sure they got everything they need. Everybody clear?
Aye, sir.
All forces are to depart for Castellum Corvi when ready. That will be all. Shent, stay with me a moment if you would.
There's a few men I'd like you to look in on personally. Each of them lost people, and I can tell that it weighs on their hearts. There have been a lot of new faces since last you were here, so it's best if I just tell you where to look. One's an officer you'll find in the barber. Another's an older fellow who likes to pass the time on the shore of Starfall. The last is a fiery young lad from Little Alamigo, who I'm told trains by himself by the river to the fringes. You'll know them when you see them. Come and find me when you're finished.
I say if it isn't the lad who helped me find the ward I misplaced? Ah, but there I go again, trading you as an equal. It wasn't until after you'd gone that one of my comrades pulled me aside and told me it was only the bleeding hero of yours who'd taken time out of his busy day to help me. Well, what is done is done, but know that I will fight with every ounce of my strength in this coming battle. And the next, and the next. Mayhap that will serve to repay the favor. Fare you well.
Shint, am I right? I doubt you remember me, but I never forget you. Saved my life in Little Alamigo, you did. Wilred and the rest of us had gotten it into our heads that if we had enough crystals, we could summon Ralgra like the Amalja summon their god. Thankfully, you put a stop to it. Ever hear about what happened to Wildred? Joined the Braves when they came calling, only turned up dead one day. Never found out how or why, but I reckon it doesn't matter. Dead's dead after all. But at least he died doing what he thought was right. And maybe that's the best folks like us can hope for, eh? Not that I'm in any hurry, mind. Wait, I know you. Lieutenant Abettor of the Maelstrom. It's an honor to meet you. I was living hand to mouth in Oda, but decided to enlist in the Flames after I heard tales of your daring do. And now, as fate would have it, I've been sent here to join the fight for my homeland's liberation. But there's no time to talk. I've got to prepare for the operation. Take care, Lieutenant. We'll get those Imperial horses what for. Had a word with the men I mentioned then? As I'm sure you noticed, as I'm sure you noticed, they have another thing in common aside from tragedy. You've touched each of their lives in one way or another, but that's not the reason I wanted you to speak with them. A man who's lived in Girabani his entire life, who bore witness to the realities of the occupation for 20 unbroken years. A man who fled Alamigo in search of a new life, who swore to serve another nation, only for fate to conspire to send him back here. And a youth born on foreign soil who never knew his parents' homeland, yet nevertheless felt kinship with our cause. 3 men, 3 stories, 3 reasons. Yet all belong to the Resistance. In growing larger, we've grown more diverse, and while there is good in that, there's also the potential for strife and discord. I'd take a special sort to lead such men to Alamigo, don't you think? Someone like this, you mean? I see we're of one mind. She'll have to make the decision for herself, of course. You've traveled with her, been by her side when she's had to make hard choices. You've seen her at her worst and at her best. If you think she's got it in her, then she does. Look after her, Shint. She's our future, and my hope. I trust I needn't say that this conversation is just between you and me? Good lad. Right then. We'd best head to Castellum Corvi, or what remains of it, rather.
them that it wasn't a mistake. That I wasn't a mistake.
Her name is Opda. We've known each other since we were small. We'll be going on this mission together.
Take care.
Said it then and I'll say it again. I won't let it all be for nothing. A warrior, yes. It's an honor.
We'll lead the way while the other units launch their own separate attacks. Remember that we need to hold out until Minago sees to the flag. Got your gear in order? Any moment now. Proceed.
It's begun then.
Good. It's the waiting that drives me mad. Standing around, knowing what's to come. I'll never get used to it.
Calm down, Nago. You're making her nervous.
We've come this far, haven't we? We just need to make it the rest of the way. Right.
Looks like the bastards went for the bait. The bridge is ours for the taking. Now remember, Minago, I want you to make for the tower as soon as you see an opening and get that flag flying. We'll see to the fighting.
I won't let you down, sir.
Come then. Rolga's star shall burn bright this day.
Here we go. Quickly now, we've got to reach Veldina before General Alden and his men are overwhelmed.
Scott's dead ahead. If they see us, they'll warn the others.
Not if we kill them first.
Here it comes!
That's the way. Let's move.
It's the last of them. Let's keep moving. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. No signs of sentries. General Alden must have his hands full.
Let's seize the bridge and be done with it.
We left a token force behind. Nothing we can't handle.
Cannons! They could use those to fire on Nago.
Take this!
Fly the flag! Oh. Think you're clever with your little tricks. Think again. None of you are leaving here alive. We'll see about that. This bridge belongs to the Empire. I'm not about to give it up. Die! Or not, you'll die just like the rest. How's that? This is my bridge. You are not taking this from me. I think I'm going to. Oh, right into the freaking fire.
Meet my new friend!
Oh, I got her. Nago made it. We only got to hold on a little longer. Sorry for Dola.
God damn you! No more running! No more hiding! Let's finish this! Look! The flag!
Hell yeah.
The bridge is ours! Al amigo! Al amigo! Al amigo! Yeah!
Stand your ground! It's not over yet! Damn it!
Let them go, Lise. We've done what we came here to do. That's enough for now. is fallen? Impossible. We have them on the run! Forward! No mercy! Regroup! Regroup! We have to regroup! All units, fall back!
Commander, the 4th cohort has been routed. We'll be at the mercy of the enemy's reinforcements if we don't fall back now.
Idiot! We have the stronger force by far. Don't be taken in by their tricks. Or would you rather tell Xenos you lost to this rabble?
No, but if the snakes betray us in the confusion, we'll have no way out. I'm begging you, Commander. Give the order, or we'll all die here.
As common traitors who drank of muddied waters, for all the good it did us. School's with me! The day is theirs, and so is this bastard bridge. Someone bring the snake.
Finally won one.
It's our first victory, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that has to be worth something.
It's a good victory. Hell yeah. For a moment there, I didn't think I could do it. But then I did. Good go, Nago. So you're indeed everything they say, the stuff of legends. Did you see that, Abba? Ollie, we did it! Well fought, brothers and sisters. Today is a day that will be remembered for generations to come. It's a shame Fordola got away, but we did what we came to do. I have to remind myself it's just the first step, but it's a big one. We're gonna take it all back. One ilm at a time if we have to. Hooray! Swapping out gear. Work is far from finished, as Conrad knows. Still a chance that some Imperials are holed up inside the Castellum. We'll need to search it top to bottom to be sure it's safe. In the meantime, I want you to rendezvous with the main host. Keep your weapons at the ready. There's a chance you might come face to face with soldiers on the run en route. On second thought, it might be prudent for you to do a preemptive sweep of the region for soldiers that have gone to ground. You shouldn't afford them any time to regroup and launch a counterattack. When you've judged your work to be done, report to General Ogden and Bittermill. Hey, Lucian, how you doing? Exciting times afoot. Alright, our first big victory in Alamigo. I guess Garabania, but still. You know what I mean. Oh. Come any closer. We got to save Kryl, though. Hopefully with all the confusion and the fighting that's going on, Thancred's been able to get some clues on where she's being held. Sod this, I'm not dying today. Good thing Nago got the flag flying when she did. Any longer, those Imperials might have had us at their mercy. The Bull of Alamiga has done it again. His assessment of Fordola's response was without error. Well met. All's well at the bridge? Good, good. The fighting has died down here too, as you can see. Pippin left but a moment ago with a contingent of troops to occupy Velodina. If and when the Imperials return, they'll find us dug in behind their own walls. Cannot have hope for a better outcome, General. Splendidly done. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It'll take more than one Castellum to turn the tide. My men and I will deal with the remaining enemy forces. Scions, I bid you return to Commander Kemp and his men. Delight not over much in victory, not when there are battles left to fight. Our work here is finished. Our resistance allies are waiting. We can now cross the bridge into other lands, or other areas of the map at least. From a stone bridge to a massive fortress, Garlean's engineering never ceased to impress. Now that we've taken control of Velodina, there's nothing stopping us from marching east towards the peaks. If you're looking for Arnvald, I think he's with Pippin, searching the Castellum for any remaining soldiers. Back so soon? I suppose the General and his men have matters well in hand. The Vice Marshal and his men showed up not long after you left. If the gods are good, there'll be no one left to fight. Conrad would like just as much as you to resume your march east towards the peak. I know you're not one for waiting, but if you'll bear with me. Oh, I missed that. Whoops. Commander Kemp, Marshal Torpin reports that their sweep of the Castellum's interior has been completed. So it's finally over, eh? Pray extend to him my deepest thanks. It's official then. Castellum Velodina is well and truly ours. Mayhap this calls for... Wait, where's Monago?
She took her bird and flew off towards the Peering Stones, village of the Im tribe where she was born. I doubt that the Imperials who fled Villadina had a mind to give them trouble on their way back east, but she was nevertheless worried, so I gave her leave to go and see that her people were safe. Though I pray you are right, 'twould be best if Naga were not alone if she would encounter the enemy. Agreed. Let's all go to the Peering Stones and make sure that everything is all right. If that is your wish, then I have no objection. Just let the god know when you wish to cross. We wish to cross. Greeting signs, do wish to pass? Wish to pass. What's up with the blue exclamation point? Wait, what? I want to go back. Oh, I guess it's just to let me know that I can pass, I suppose. Okay. You say you were for the Peering Stones? In that case, mayhap Marshal Torpin and I should join you. We spotted a suspicious pair earlier, here in Lalafell. By the looks of them, but they fled when they realized they'd been spotted. They're Imperials, and we can't have them stirring up trouble. Good to know. On your guard, Arnvald, they're still about. So when did you become a bloodhound? Miko ought to trust their ears, not their nose. We'll soon start sending scouts east to survey the lands in preparation for our advance. We do not anticipate much resistance at this time, but should we encounter any Imperial forces, we shall deal with them quickly and severely. Okay. But of course, tiring though it may be to come and go from the cliff top, it is easily defended and affords an excellent view of the surrounding area. This area is home to dangerous beasts. Not that we cannot handle mine, but do not be surprised if something ravenous and slavering comes charging at you out of nowhere. Path to the village is through a tunnel just east of here. Follow me.
We may not have seen any Imperial forces thus far, but we mustn't forget that this was occupied territory until very recently. They could still be nearby. Not just Seekers of the Sun, but Ananta? If there's a settlement nearby. Welcome to the Peering Stones, home of the Im tribe. I must give you fair warning that while travelers are welcome here, any acts of hostility will be met with an arrow shaft between the eyes. No exceptions. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, what do you think? Hard to tell from down below. That a whole village up here, isn't it?
Ah, you've come. Welcome, friends, to my village. My home.
How fare your people?
Good, all things considered. Better than the Ananta at any rate. They've sent an emissary. I'll take you to her.
We're here to help. Will you tell us what happened?
Aye. It began with a quarrel between the Imperials and the Kaliana. The Kaliana are another Ananta tribe. The strongest and the most influential. Unlike the Vera, they want no part of our troubles. They swore fealty to the Empire, and were content to remain within their borders.
Just so. The Kaliana forsook their pride in the fight and yielded to Garlemald long ago. But then a new commander was sent to hold the Black Bridge. She demanded the Kaliana surrender a hostage, this butcher.
Fordola. It doesn't make sense, though. The Vera are the ones working with the Resistance. Why would she threaten the Kaliana?
Because she is ignorant like all Imperials. She knows not the difference between Kaliana and Vera, nor does she care to learn.
I see. All Fordola knew for sure was that the Resistance would come from the west. She reasoned, therefore, that if the Ananta on the east bank turned their coats, she would be trapped. I take it the Kaliana had no choice but to oblige her.
No, they did not. The Imperials left with the Kaliana broodmother's own daughter, Anamika. Long days and nights she looked out on the Black Bridge weeping for her child. Until you came. The broodmother knew at once which way the winds would blow. She and her warriors met with the fleeing Imperials in the road and demanded that her daughter be returned.
Bad idea. Fordola's not the kind to take threats lying down.
You know her well. The butcher turned her blade to Anamika and bade the Kaliana move aside. But the brood mother would not yield.
I know where this is going.
The Kaliana surrounded the Imperials, one of whom, whether out of fear or stupidity, cut the child down. There was naught that could be done.
What madness.
The true madness was yet to come. For in her despair, the Kaliana broodmother cried out for her daughter to be restored to life. She beseeched Sri Lakshmi's intercession.
A primal.
She summoned a primal then and there?
I was afraid of that.
That she did, if only for an instant. Bereft of courage and honor, the broodmother sought solace in her faith. The Imperials fled in terror at the sight of the goddess, abandoning these lands to the Ananta. Now the Kaliana bid us make pilgrimage to pay proper respects. Yet though we Veera revere Sri Lakshmi as the holiest of the holy, we will not prostrate ourselves before her.
And so you turn to us?
Aye. All who have fought with the resistance have heard tell of the warrior, the Icon Slayer.
Everyone looks to me. Huh? Me?
I believe we have heard enough. Inconvenient though the timing may be, if a primal has indeed been summoned, we can scarce afford to ignore it.
True.
Let's discuss how best to resolve this situation.
We should split the party. I've been doing that a lot, though, so... Oh, wait, not yet. I still can't believe that a primal's been summoned so close to the village. The idea that our people could be taken to service thralls just doesn't bear thinking about. This is all Fordola's fault. And now we have a primal to contend with as well. As if the Empire needed an excuse to start rounding up beastmen again. You have slain many icons before, yes? Then please put an end to this madness. But still no. Often I has heard this story too many times before. At the risk of sounding hopelessly naive, there may yet be a way to avoid a violent confrontation. In the past, I fear I've been rather too willing to accept that we have no other resources than to risk our lives, or rather your life, to address these threats. Yet the primals we have faced thus far have demonstrated a variety of temperaments and objectives. Ravana may delight in battle, but Ramu would sooner keep to the forest with his children. Ere we decide to challenge Sri Lakshmi, it would seem wise to learn more of her nature from those who summoned her onto this world. If that is your will, then so be it. To the north you will find our village. Sarisha shall unfold all. We shall leave at once. Monago, can you inform our comrades at the bridge of what happened? Of course. Be safe, my friends. Ah, fretting over the tribe's lack of food. Oh, sorry. I got distracted by the grumbling in my stomach. Thanks to the Guardians, we've been having trouble maintaining our food stores. Custom dictates that any game brought back to the village must be distributed evenly among everyone, but there hasn't been much to go around lately. Without fear of harassment from the Guardians, we can finally begin hunting again, but there's still much to do if we're going to replenish our supplies. Any chance you'd be willing to help? Can you bring back, say, 3 Telocerases? It would be of great help. You'll find them to the north of here, but don't kill them. We'll need their meat to be as fresh as possible when put away. When you've worn them down enough, you can stuff them into these bags without much of a fight. Now, I know what you're thinking, but trust me, they'll fit. Stay safe out there. Okay. That's what I thought they were. Not yet? Okay. Alright. Here's your meat. You're back! Do those bags contain what I think they do? Perhaps it's better not to ask how a 10 tons dinosaur could fit into this sack. Dinosaur-filled sack. Wow, you really did it. Not that I didn't think you could, mind you. It's just been so long since anyone here's had the guts to contend with those beasts. You can be sure we'll make good use of them. Their meat for rations is a given, but their horns and bones will make good tools, and their hides can make belts and boots. Did you know that Telecerus isn't even native to these lands? The Guardians use them for carrying freights, but the Zods couldn't keep them under control. A few of them escaped into the wilds and started breeding, and here we are. I guess you could say it's a blessing in disguise. If they hadn't brought Telesauruses here, we'd have one less source of meat and materials for fashioning our tools. Do not often receive guests. What is the purpose of your visit? Greetings and well met. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and we come seeking Sarisha of the Vera. You are she, are you not? You have petitioned us for aid and succor, and we intend to provide them, but we would first learn more of Sri Lakshmi, that we might better understand the nature of the threat she poses to you. A simple request, and one which I shall oblige gladly. Blah. And the bidding was Sri Lakshmi. We were created in her image. daughters blessed with her beauty. Her breath became ours, her serenity our solace. There is naught she would not give. It was the Kalyana broodmother's desire to bring about her daughter's resurrection which first called forth Sri Lakshmi from the Aether. That being the case, I rather doubt the goddess will be spoiling for a fight. That would oh my gosh. That would depend. The primal's motives will have been colored by the summoner's state of mind, namely that of a grieving mother who had just borne witness to her daughter's murder. Though she apparently craved a miracle, she may have also harbored thoughts of vengeance. Moreover, the Kalyana's conception of Sri Lakshmi may differ from that of the Veera. This is true. The Veera and the Kalyana do indeed regard the Lady of Bliss in different ways. To the Veera, Sri Lakshmi embodies freedom. She would not suffer her daughters to be bound to another's will, and so we stand with a resistance against the Empire and give our lives for the cause. To the Kalyana, however, she embodies transcendent beauty, which they strive to create through their craft, to shape crystals in less art and more ritual, a sacred duty wherein each tribe is imbued with a fragment of soul. The Imperials do not interfere with this holy work, and so the Kalyana were content to turn inward and ignore our plight. Until reality asserted itself and they summoned a primal, a fever dream to soothe their aching hearts. But surely they can see that it won't do any good. The Imperials will still rule these lands. Nothing will change. The Anata will. The Kalyana bade the Veera make pilgrimage to pay proper respects, remember? Those who do not wish to partake of their primal's bliss will be made to do so. Not while we're around, they won't. Though our beliefs are not the same, we are still kin to the Kalyana. We help them to see reason.
You can count on us. I'm not gonna do the second one. What the heck? You know, I might have to kill your goddess if I have to. Maybe if I don't. What the frick?
Then we shall, for without you we may be powerless to stop them. If we do not act quickly, more lives will be lost, more families torn apart, more children made to suffer. Then it's settled. We're going to find that primal and put an end to this. My sister Vajra may guide you to Janan Quat, and I shall pray for your success. I am reminded of the tragedy we bore witness to beneath Ogomoro, when poor Gabu cried out in despair and rage, and Titan came forth in answer. We need to go. I won't be late again, not like in Limsa. I'm not sure why Alizé is so eager to face this primal all of a sudden, but you won't hear me complaining. Well met, scions. I am Vajra, she who shines bright and unbroken. I stand ready. We leave upon your command. Level up! I'm level 80 now! Woo! Oh my goodness. Lady in Bliss. Vajra is ready to guide you to the Jean Quat. Are you ready? You look ready. Jamquat. There you find the Kalyana's crystals and Sri Lakshmi. Follow me. concerned someone's encroaching on territory adventure, I would ask a favor of you. Recent days, strange men have been stealing prey from our hunting grounds. They appear to be Alamigan, but they do not recognize us as allies. They refuse to listen when we explain they are trespassing. If they were to see another strider in our company, they may not be so quick to fight and flee. They were last spotted to the east of here. Please go and speak with them before anyone comes to harm. I'll just Pelletort there. His name is that thing. Please wait. If you would listen just a moment. Keep that thing away from me. I won't listen to anything I have to say. We go after him and explain his people are trespassing. I must tend to my wounds. You're trying to help that thing, weren't you? What do you want? You only wanted us to leave their hunting grounds, so they're not savage monsters looking to feast on our innards? I see. I'm sorry about before. It's not every day you see something like that where I come from. Me and my friends are from a small village in the peaks, you see, and with the Garleans blocking all ways in and out of the place, we've never traveled far. Now that they're mostly gone, we thought we'd have a look about. Maybe scavenge for a bit of food. We didn't mean no harm, honest. If it's all the same to you, we'll leave and go look for food somewhere else. Far, far away from here. Gonna run because I kind of want to listen to the music. You are returned. Are they willing to listen? Men from the peaks. Interesting. We were concerned the Im tribe may have coerced them into stealing from our land. My sisters will be relieved to hear this. These people are desperate enough to venture here for food. Perhaps we can help them. A deal of some kind. A share of our food stores in exchange for materials for our gem crafting. Yes, that would be fair trade. I need to discuss this with my sisters. The beginning of a fruitful partnership may be at hand. We should follow their lead and let them do any fighting for now. We'll need your strength when the time comes. I expect more resistance. Let's pray that holds. It would be in our best interest to avoid any confrontation unless absolutely necessary. The primal and the crystals are our primary objective. The path leads to an entrance above. Within is an aetheryte. You must use it to enter. Understood with me, everyone. Cool. Got all the local aether streams. Oh. That's convenient.
Why, mistress? Why does my Anamika slumber still?
Look thee on her face, supplicant. Thy prayer hath been answered. Flesh sundered hath been made whole. Blood spilt runneth through her veins. Breath stolen filleth her breast.
But she hears not her mother's words, nor sees her mother's face. She's silent and empty.
Only the vessel may be remade, not so the flame which flickered within. Her soul hath been scattered to the four winds.
Now do you see her promises for what they are?
Alisaie, have you gone mad?
Mayhap I have, but I refuse to stand by and watch yet another tragedy unfold.
Who intrudes upon this sacred ground? Imperials, thirsting for blood.
No! We come not to shed blood, but to save you from the false god who would lead you astray. I understand how you feel. I do. You loved her with all your heart, but when the moment came, you still couldn't save her. The anguish, the anger, I know it only too well. But I also know where this path leads. To embrace a primal is to condemn yourself to an endless cycle of despair. You will never know peace.
A worm-eaten heart may find peace and serenity in service, in beauty and grace. This had ever been my promise. Naught else.
You tempt them with visions of things that can never be and leave them bereft and wanting. No illusion, however sweet, can change the fact that your daughter is gone. Remember her as she was. Do not suffer this piteous shade to tarnish her memory.
For every prayer that primal answers, it'll demand payment in kind. Do you have any idea how many more Ananta will die to feed its hunger for crystals?
They would have thee suffer man's spite and live in fear. Far better to dwell in my beauteous dream than endure so ugly a reality.
She's wrong! We hate the Empire as much as you, if you'd just listen!
Poor, misguided children. I would spare you the torments of this cruel and misshapen world. Come, bask in my radiance. Let it fill your hearts and free you from your burdens.
Oh, jumping right into the fire!
Abide in misery then, fools. The Ananta are more deserving of my blessing. Leave these lands and my dreamers be. I will not warn you a second time.
Is there really no way we can fight alongside you without being turned into one of her dreamers? I knew things were not going to end well the moment she stepped out of hiding. I know. I was stupid and foolish, but I had to try, Shant. I had to. I had to try. And I failed. So you had to fight. There's no other way. Never stop trying. It means a lot to hear you say that. It does. But it doesn't make it any easier to have to ask you to face that thing. We can but do that which is within our power. Lise, Alphino, and I will go and seize their crystal stores. This will not happen again. And you, when it is finished, will be waiting for you. Yay. Alright. I'll try to do the thing. The Trial of Emanation. And I'll probably call it after that, I think. That'll be a good stopping place. Upon witnessing her daughter's death at the hands of Fordola and her skulls, the Kalyana broodmother cried out to the heavens in despair, and a primal answered. Sri Lakshmi, patron deity of the Anata, came forth from the aether, and the Imperials were put to flight. Alas, the tale did not end there, for now the Kalyana demand that the Vira come and pay tribute to the goddess, and so it falls to you and your comrades to journey into the Kalyana stronghold of Dajan Quat and put an end to Sri Lakshmi's dream. Join it. Oh, never mind. Commence. Frick.
I didn't think it'd be that quick. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Another trial. What? What's this? Use the image really good on you better temporarily disguise yourself on us. Oh God.
Open your heart to me.
Oh, I fell. Good to know. Okay. I feel dumb.
Rest your weary souls in my bosom.
I don't know what's going on.
I shall free you from your hate.
Do I need to be like right inside of her then, I guess?
Do not your souls weigh heavy?
Okay, so that's what I need to do.
Souls are stained. shall free you from your hate. Darkness holds no
Hooray! Probably gone by now, forget. My gosh. Interesting fight, though. Good fight. Eagle, thank you. I'm assuming you healed me. So I gave you the commendation. Oh, they gave me one too? Thank you.
You did it again. You saved them. I just wish I could have been more help.
Aw.
So, it looks like the Inanta did have a mountain of crystals after all. Every other tribe. Gods were all such slaves to our weaknesses.
You slew our mistress! She was our hope, our salvation! Is there no end to your cruelty?
Listen to me, please. I know that you're only trying to protect yourselves because you feel frightened and alone. But that's how we all feel. Don't you see? If we could just turn to each other for help instead of the gods, I'm sure we could find a way to live in peace. Your crystals are important to you, aren't they? Reflections of your souls, right? Well, you shouldn't have to sacrifice something so precious to a primal.
Who are you to question our choice? You who fight without fear? We wish only to live in peace. And if this be the price we must pay, then so be it!
I know there's nothing I can say to convince you. But I hope that one day you look back and see we only ever wanted the same thing.
Begone, damn you! Spare me your hollow words, and leave me to mourn.
I'll go. But it doesn't mean I'm giving up. Girabania is our home too. And one way or another, we're going to have to learn to live together. Come on. Alphino and Alize are waiting.
Meanwhile, in the royal palace of Alamigo. Oh, how's this gonna go? Uh-huh.
Ah, the savage returns, and with her tail firmly between her legs, beaten by beastmen, I hear.
It was a shameful display, by all accounts. She may have curried the Viceroy's favor with her bold promises, but in the end, she's just another plodding bungler like the rest of her kind.
Strange. You would think him a better judge of character. Then again, I hear she's not averse to a more physical mode of persuasion.
I thought she rose through the ranks rather quickly, but no longer. If only she had been content with her lot, she might have lived to see the morrow.
For Dolorem Lupus. Commander of the Crania Lupi, reporting as ordered.
Why do you tremble, sir? Could it be that the Empire's butcher is afraid? That she who walks with death is terrified of her own?
I'm terrified of dying having achieved naught. Gladly would I give my life to win a great victory on the battlefield, had I but the strength.
Alas, you do not. Indeed, you are weak. And born of this weakness is a blind fervor, a raging inferno which threatens to consume not only you, but everyone around you.
Yes, my lord.
You were defeated by the Resistance on several occasions. You misjudged the Ananta and spurred them into summoning an icon. Have you anything to say?
I do not, my lord. My failures are my own. I am prepared to accept your judgment.
And that is very admirable. However, I've had enough of this dumb show. Give voice to that hunger I see in your eyes, or I will pluck them from your head.
I want... I want to make them pay! All of them! Everyone who ever mocked or looked down on me! I want the power to make them pay!
Very well. Then I shall give you a chance. A chance to transcend your mortal limits. Assuming, that is, you are prepared to wager your life for such power.
Transcend, my lord. I came here prepared to die. Tell me what I must do.
Oh God, who are you? Oh God. Alright. I'ma call it there for now. Thank everyone for watching. Thank you, Lucian, for stopping by. Hopefully everything's going well with you. I'll be back tomorrow with more of Dave the Diver as well as Silk Song. It's out now, so I'm thinking of playing it tomorrow as well. We'll see how it goes. Today is my Friday, so... Yahoo! I have to get ready for work. So, until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, rest of your evening, whichever it may be. And I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.